What's up, everybody? A nice little short intro this time, not a longer one. How we doing? Of course, he has to be showing all of his Vikings. I'm telling you, Vikings are going to suck this year, dude.
They're not all Vikings.
They look at all the
There's
Tom Brady. I'm sorry.
Brady rookie auto. We got BTJ on the zebra.
From
I mean,
here,
the
it
rest of
goes on.
them, if you look up the thing.
I say that just to entice Adam, just so he can go and show off his
Yeah,
cards that he does. Everybody, look. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mock10Breaks. I am your host, Will FF, and welcome to the Tuesday Night Card Show. This is a little different, where it's a big hangout. We love talking cards. We talk cards all day in the X chat, in the Discord. Why not bring it live at least one time a week? Or we said bi-weekly, but maybe switch it to a week. I don't know. But Adam, I am blinded by your big arms. I was going to say the G word, but I'm not sure if I could say that on stream. What do we got going on here?
Well, during the break, you said that I was going to wear on our next appearance a dress shirt with a single Windsor, but cut off. So, I mean, here you go, and all your
Really
all
didn't
your
think you were
glory.
actually going to do it, but I
Got the
like
pocket
the
and
clip
everything.
too. The clip.
Oh yeah, tie clip. I wear a tie clip
Just-
every day at work when I
You
go
need
in.
a pocket protector. Remember
No,
those?
I'm not a
back in
nerd.
6th grade, science teacher had one.
If I see a pocket protector, I'm taking your lunch money. Simple as that.
All right. Well, let me get the music going, and I'm going to get to share, and I'm going to hand it over to Mr. Galloway Drywall.
Yeah, Galloway Drywall.
Yeah.
That's the old man's company. So if you need drywall work in the Western New York area, hit him up. Don't look. I don't know if the phone number's on there. Probably won't call you back. He's real busy, retired.
So we are going to go over week 1 rookies, how they did, and we're also going to correlate that and how that affects their card value. What we did was we created a benchmark of the Prism Silvers with, I'll show the graphic in a second, but Adam, you made it. How many 23 or 24 rookies?
Yeah. So what I did is I took the quarterbacks from the first round in 24, quarterbacks in the first round in 23, and looked at their Prism Silver PSA 10 numbers, their highest price sold versus what it was either yesterday or today when I pulled it up. And then for this year's rookies, I took the Select XRC Redemptions Silver, because there's a couple of variations. There's gold, there's tie-dye, and then for Shador, there's autos. I didn't want to cloud it with trying to find the tie-dyes or golds, because those are out of 25 and 10. Respectively, and they may not all be found yet. So to get a true sense of it, just took the base silver, and those be the prices. So we can see the highest is sold, and then recently, as of today or yesterday when I looked it up. Kenzie, shut up.
My bad.
You know there's no Lions in this one, right, Kenzie?
No, she's always talking.
There's no Packers in this either.
I know hasn't been a Packer worth buying in. I mean, when was Brett Favre a rookie? 91?
Do you want me to show the list?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. All right. From this PowerPoint presentation sucket, you can see that Bo Nix is PSA Silver Prism 10, sold at its highest point January the 26th, 2025 for $1,000. As of today, when I looked it up, the most recent was $455, price change of minus $545 for a 54.5% decrease. That's how you read the chart. I'm not going to read them all off because that would be boring. But we're going to track this throughout the season. Let's see who's the movers, shakers. As we get closer, does the Jaden Daniels, which went for $3,000 initially, go higher than 1,200 now? A couple of good games. That might jump up. I mean, you look at CJ Stroud, that one just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, because he had a regression. So everybody
Yep.
lost belief in him.
But that's how that works, though, in my honest opinion. That's how this all works, is prices are huge at the beginning. So you
Agreed.
want to sell at the beginning. And then
Yes.
you can go and buy these guys that you believe in if you're patient enough a year or two later, and the prices are going to be dropped significantly, as these percentages tell you.
100%.
And so,
If you love Will Levis, go buy him now.
right now,
93% decrease. You can go out and get a
pennies
silver
on the dollar.
for $22. That is a Gem 10 Prism Silver Will Levis, the mayonnaise man himself, for $22. Imagine being the guy that paid $325 and now seeing these prices.
Yeah. What's up, Will? Appreciate it.
Are you talking to yourself
Hey.
again?
We appreciate the reposts
Yes.
We do.
at all times. Thank you, one.
Oh yeah, the better Will. What up, guy?
For sure. For sure.
What?
Huh?
What?
Okay. Adam, do you care if I ask Kenzie a question?
Oh boy.
Oh, this is not my show. This is all of ours. So do it all.
I got to get her talking. That's kind of just why I'm going to start this.
Oh boy. I'm kind of scared.
Which rookie, I want it on record, what rookie you think this year is going to have a better year between Ward, Sanders, and Dart?
Sanders. Honestly, I think he's going to be the one.
Wow, that's a bold take.
I agree.
I don't think Cam Ward's going to
I
be
agree.
as good as everyone thinks he's going to be.
Okay, that's fair. No, that's totally fair. Him taking 12-yard step backs,
Can I interject real quick?
go nuts.
How many games is Sanders going to get to play, though? They've got him buried at 4 right now, which is teams play this stupid game in training camp, and they're like, oh, my first round pick, they're going to bury them, and then eventually one of them will start. But how many games is he actually going to get compared to the other two? I don't know how many Ward's going to get.
Well, Dart for that matter.
Well, Ward's
Or
starting.
Dart. I mean, Ward's going to get. I meant Dart. Sorry, my
I was
bad.
gonna say, I think Ward's gonna start.
Yeah, he has to. Who else is there?
It
But
literally all
he's-
comes down to how the
he's
teams
good.
play.
Yeah, he looked really good the other
No,
day.
I
I'm not gonna lie.
I think he looked average at best. And as a staunch Florida State supporter, Ward can go and do all the things that I want to say right now, but I won't because this is family friendly.
Do they keep 4 quarterbacks?
The Browns,
Yeah.
that might be the team that does. Some teams have kept 4 quarterbacks, or they tried to sneak one onto the practice squad. Flacco is the easy choice for making the team as that
Right.
old vet, and he's mentored younger guys before. He seems to have the temperament for it, but who knows? I don't know if
Yeah.
Shador gets a chance early enough. It seems more like the week 14, let's see what you got for next season type of thing after the Browns are 1-13.
Yeah, no. So to me, I mean, it's Ward or Dart Cord. I don't hate Kenji's take here, and King. I mean, you're taking the easy way out here. Those are not bold takes. Those are the first round quarterbacks. So to me personally, that's an easy take. I like the Sanders take. And to me, as far as the Browns quarterback situation here goes, I think Kenny Pickett is the odd man out. He was traded early, he was traded for pretty much nothing. And Flacco's going to get the start. And if the Browns start winning with Flacco, nobody's going to see the field. But if they go 2-6, Sanders is definitely going to see the field.
Do you think
And then if Sanders
is
doesn't do it, it's going to be Gabriel.
Do you think Sanders is over Gabriel? I know he's
Yes,
hurt right now.
I think he does. He is, and it's not even close in my opinion. And I'm a big Dylan Gabriel fan. He doesn't have the tools. He kind of reminds me of a Kellen Moore, if you will.
Sure.
And so, like, I think the brains are there. I just don't think the athletic ability is there.
So if you're the Browns, how do you spin it that he is still not fully healthy? So you're going to go with the fully healthy guy to see what he has?
Well, yeah,
you-
and you just if you're losing, this is all hypothetical,
Right.
and so to me, buying, and I'm gonna change this into the cards, is buying Sanders. I think for his price on the chart that you just showed, is probably the best value you're gonna get because I think he is a hold right now.
I 100% agree because even if he goes in, let's say they're 0-7, he takes, I don't know when their bye week is, so these are just numbers. And he goes in and doesn't play that well, nobody can hold it against him because it's the Browns. You can't say it's his fault. Who's his number one receiver?
Jerry Jeudy. Well, I mean, if you want to get technical, it's probably David Njoku, but
Exactly. He
Or
doesn't
Cedric
have.
Tillman.
There's not a number one receiver on that team. You've got
whoa! We are not going to have some Jerry Jeudy hate on here, okay? I will not stand for that.
You've got 2 number 2s at best. Tillman is a nice number 3 to have on a real team. Like if he was with the Vikings, he'd be the number 3. I'm only speaking because I'm a Vikings fan. He would literally be number 3. He's not going to beat out Addison at 2, other than his DUI charge. But besides that, he would be 3. And I don't think Jeudy beats Addison for the number 2 spot there. He might be hard-pressed to beat J-Mo out with the Lions for the number 2 spot.
No,
So
Excuse you?
I'm not even going to sit here and listen to this, Adam. That is blasphemy, my guy.
I was saying that J-Mo is better than
insanity.
Jeudy.
Is J-Mo is better than who?
Jerry
Jerry
Jeudy.
Oh. I
Jerry
thought-
Jeudy booty.
I mean-
Don't ask the Lions fan. She thinks J-Mo's better than Justin Jefferson.
No, I wouldn't take it that far.
She knows better because I will light that garbage Lions collection on fire.
He's
John
not
gave
even
me a key to the house.
Amon-Ra, or Sun God, as Adam calls him, is better.
Well,
I
except for
think-
his parents spelled his name wrong.
King agrees with us for sure.
It's AMUN.
I think
don't
Jeudy
think
is better than he
Jeudy
gets
had-
credit for.
I don't think Jeudy got a lot of credit in Denver. I'll be honest.
He's
To
a
be
nice
fair-
receiver, but I don't think he's a 1.
I think he is absolutely a 1. I think he comes with the issue of drops, and that is totally fine. He's gonna get drops. He's gonna have them, but he is always open. He can get open so easily, and I loved it. And as the local Denver fan here, I watched it game in, game out, yelling at the TV, why is he not getting the ball? And then when he drops it, that's why. And so Denver being Denver and having a culture of wanting to win, they were unable to take that risk as the quarterback trying to win the Denver Broncos job to throw him the ball.
It's because
And then you
defense
see the-
coordinators are smart. They said, "Hey, don't cover this guy. He can't catch it. Go cover the dudes that can actually catch." And that's why he's wide open.
I mean, to each their own. To each their own for sure. But
No, I just was never a fan, I guess. But I will trust you because I did not pay attention to the Broncos that closely. Just because they're a West team, AFC West at that. And I could care less about any of them except for the Raiders. I love the Raiders.
I love King. King understands. King, who's your team?
I'm just kidding on the Raiders.
He's a Bears fan. King's a Bears fan.
Yeah,
He's
he
a
doesn't
bit-
know ball. So
Wow.
we can't trust him. They haven't had a number 1 since when? I mean, Brandon Marshall was
Allen
already... Yeah, Brandon Marshall was already punting balls at the Denver facility before he was, anything. Once he got to Chicago, that was all.
I mean, he still had a pretty decent career going to after Chicago. So
Oh, I know. I actually love Brandon Marshall. That's why we get to see those cool cleats once a year. But any chance I get to mess with a Bears fan, I'm going to take it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the question is what – just bringing it back to cards here, what quarterback in that division would you rather have for cards? And sadly, golf isn't an answer here.
Who?
But
In the NFC North.
at the end of this
Hey,
season,
golf.
whose card is worth more? Is it going to be JJ's? Is it going to be Williams? Or is it going to be Jordan Love's? Because all three of those cards are hot right now.
JJ
Yeah,
McCarthy.
I'm
You think
going to
it's
agree.
JJ?
I'm going to take myself. I'm going to take my Vikings hat off for a second. All the pressure is on Caleb as the number one pick.
Oh, yeah.
He is not there mentally. His arm talent rivals that of Jordan Love in the division. I think those two have the best arms in the division. They are live. They can throw it from their knees, through a goalpost from 50 yards out. That's not a question. Both of them have the same exact issue. Field vision and decision making. Jordan Love should have had 12 more picks last season, if not more than that. That's just being honest. Like I've watched the tape on his throws. I don't like his throwing motion. I don't like his decision. He's a touch late on every single throw. His receivers have balled out for as no name as they are at this point. Even though I kind of like.
Sorry, I lagged out.
Oh, sorry. I was talking about Jordan Love. Even though the receivers, they don't get a lot of love. I actually think they're a good group of receivers. I probably put them in the middle to middle upper part of receivers. It's a bunch of not number ones, but decent guys that can go out there and make plays. You got guys that can get separation. You got a guy that can run routes. You got a guy that's got great hands. So you've got all the makings of a decent group without that stud guy. If they would have held Adams, that group would be really, really good. So I think, but Love being a touch slow on every throw makes them look even worse. And then you got Caleb Williams, who can't hit a freaking target from 5 yards away with 7 throws. Like that dude, he cries. He goes onto the sidelines and lays down and cries. He paints his nails. That's besides the point. But all of the other things is his mental makeup isn't there for a football player. You're going to get smacked in the face probably 15 to 20 times a game as a quarterback, if not more, with that awful offensive line. I don't care if you poach some linemen from other teams. The obvious answer, I think, would be J.J. McCarthy because he's got the best offensive line in the division. He's got a solid running game with Mason back there now to add to why did I just blank? Aaron Jones. He's got 4 talented pass catchers out there. I think his job is the easiest, and I don't think the impact will be felt as much for him. The defense can win games. And that's all really what the card prices are, is the QB winning games. Because look at C.J. Stroud last year. I think he was the most sacked quarterback, worst offensive line in football. His cards plummeted, and it had nothing to do with him whatsoever.
I think he has a bounce back year.
Oh, I do too. That's why I still got the mango over here. I'm not selling it for $800. They were going for $3,500, $4,000 that's my take anyway. I think JJ is set up in the best scenario to not look as bad as the other two. But the rest of you go ahead. I'll shut up. I swear to God. I'll just drink.
That's not really my
Where do you
division.
think-
So
Galloway Drywall.
that's all you guys.
Where do you
Other than
think
Jacob.
Golden falls into that to help? Because I think from what I've heard, he's looked the best out of any of the receivers so far for the Packers.
Who?
Golden.
Matthew Golden.
Oh,
He's out of Texas.
So
Right?
looking the best in training camp for a receiver, you got to see it on game day with the speed,
Fair enough.
with contact, because the Vikings have had a number of undrafted guys, 6th round, 7th round picks who look amazing, who look like they're the next Randy Moss, and then they get touched once with pads on, and you never hear their name ever again. So I think that kid's better. Hopefully he breaks out as their one, but they need a number 1 receiver. You can't have 4 number 2 and 3 receivers.
Okay, I want to give my take here, and I think
I want
at
it.
the end of the season, as much as it pains me because I hate watching him play, Jordan Love's cards are going to be the highest value out of that division, solely because I think J.J. McCarthy is going to have his rookie mistakes. I think he's going to get injured. I don't think he's big enough to play this game, and we saw that. He got injured last year. And then Caleb Williams, no hate to him, just watching his games from college, watching him just throughout all this. Like you said, I don't think he has the mental makeup to do this. You can't just run around and try and throw the ball. You have to be able to read the defense and all that. Jordan Love, all his receivers drop balls.
They do.
And Matt LaFleur is a great offensive scheme designer. And they're like, Jordan Love's giving them the ball. They're just dropping it at an insane rate. It's like 25% or something. And so I think he has a huge year this year. He was injured pretty much the entire year. And so to me, that's the guy I would be trying to buy cards right now because
Let
of
me
what
say
his
something.
value is at, what I think's coming with Matthew Golden, and just the scheme and the ability. And that's all card buying is buying low, selling high.
Yep.
And so right now I'd be buying him low because he's probably the lowest value out of those 3.
That was at a perfect time.
And he froze.
Yeah, I was about to say I was doing a great rant there. Where'd I put that at?
No, you said lowest value out of the 3, and then you went.
Yeah.
You paused for dramatic effect.
Yeah, essentially. So yeah, no, he has the lowest value out of those 3 quarterbacks in my opinion, and so that's why you buy him. And I think he has the biggest year out of those 3.
I don't disagree with any of that. I think King said it. McCarthy is the biggest unknown in the division. So if what Jacob says comes to fruition, he gets hurt or has those issues, then definitely I think it's Love head and shoulders above Caleb Williams. But the aspect of the Vikings that people are neglecting is the defense. And the card market doesn't look at, did he throw, for 4,800 yards and 60 touchdowns? They look at, did he win 13 games? And that's really what it's about. And even if he didn't win those games, if he had a couple of nice throws and he's got 20 touchdowns to go along with it, his card market's going to stay the same or get better. And he's got the power pigs up front to protect him at this point.
Interesting. That is an interesting thought.
I
Crazy.
He's
I
not
think
wrong.
Love is extremely overrated, and I don't think that's not just me being a Lions fan or a Packers hater, because I hate the Packers, and I will say that with my chest, I do.
Yeah, let's just mute her now.
Hey, look, as a Jordan Love hater since day one,
Yep.
I agree. But I'm just saying from the cards perspective here, this is the card show. That's where my horse is. That's where my money would be.
I think he might get hurt again this year. Like, you've seen it with him. He's injury prone. So
He's 10-ply.
Love.
what?
Yep.
Who said that? Yeah.
Guys, I want to hear John's take. I want to hear it from the Packers fan based upon what Jacob just said or in reference to.
I think Love is still learning. I think Love, King kind of said it. There's days he's spot on, and there's days he's can't hit the broadside of a barn. I think it's going to take a while for him to hone in on those skills. If they can make, like Jacob said, LaFleur is great at offensive scheme. I mean, look what Malik Willis did when he had to fill in last year. He looked like Jaden Daniels.
Like a better quarterback?
He kind of looked like Joe Milton did in the one game he played.
I think LaFleur has a way of making the team, making him better. I'm not saying he's great, but if you compare him to the quarterbacks that are in the NFC North, I think Caleb's at the bottom. I think Goff's a game manager to me. And I think his coaches, like Ben Johnson, helped him be who he was. So I think it's between JJ and Love if you're looking at card buying right now.
Yeah.
I've seen, if you look at Caleb, his prices are already dropping.
Because Caleb looks terrible.
JJ?
Right
There was a
Caleb.
Yeah, I'm talking Caleb. His prices are already dropping since preseason started.
Yeah.
I picked up a no huddle PSA 9 that was going for around $90. The last sold was $67 in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So I think if you're talking card prices, you're buying McCarthy and Love. I don't disagree with Jacob in the aspect that Love is cheaper than McCarthy. So if you're looking for that return, you're buying Love over McCarthy.
Yeah, I do think. Oh. Say what up. I do think that Love isn't a bad buy right now because his prices are low. But I don't think he's. Yep. Say Packers are butt. For the exact reason you said, John, that he needs time to develop and all that. How long can an NFL team wait? It's
very good.
This is going what, year 4 of him starting? Yeah. I mean, most QBs don't get 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Let alone
they don't have anyone behind him though either.
But there's a draft class coming up with a kid who has Hall of Fame
generational talent.
Well, I don't know about the generational talent. He's a better runner than his uncles and his grandfather. I don't think he's a better passer than Peyton is. Arch Manning.
But wouldn't you say if you're going into next year, he's already predicted to be the number 1 pick?
Oh, go ahead.
He will be.
Yeah, he's projected to be the number 1, and he'll be at the top of the list. But let's see him starting for a full season. No one has seen it. He's had some meh games.
But also, I don't think he's going to come out in the 2026 year. He's definitely going to come out in the 2027 year because he's making too much money in the NIL. Why would he turn that down? He's making quality starter money in the NFL in college.
Yep. Now it's going to be more than his rookie contract would be in his first year.
Exactly.
If he comes
back. Would you be buying some of his cards, or are they too high valued right now?
Too high valued right now. I mean,
yeah. If you pull
college football season coming up right now, just it's all hype, and that's all you're doing for cards right now is you're trying to sell on the hype. If you don't believe in somebody, like my biggest fear right now is Bo Nix turning into Will Levis.
I don't see it. Will Levis.
No, I think Bo's the real deal.
Hope so.
Will Levis had 1 year of good college ball. Good, not great. He got overdrafted for a team that needed a quarterback.
In a very weak quarterback class too.
Yep.
And that's kind of what I'm thinking for this year is I don't think any of the quarterbacks in this year's draft are worth their value.
Me either.
And so to me, you should just be selling on the hype. Like Jackson Dart's first preseason game, his cards are skyrocketing. Go nuts. Deuces. See ya.
I sold his red cracked ice out of the Prism draft for $50.
I actually have his autograph card somewhere. I probably should try and sell that.
Put it up.
Yeah.
Because there is zero reason to respect this class. It's 2022. Last year, I honestly think, is going to finally be the year that rivals the 83 class. I do think that there's 3 to 4 that are going to be really good. So if you think back to 83, for everyone except for John, because he was like 42 when that draft happened.
Damn, John catching strays for no reason.
I'm just messing with Johnny boy. But
Johnny
you got-
boy.
you got Marino, you got Elway, you got Kelly, and who was the fourth? Not Boomer.
That's who I was thinking of. It wasn't.
Was it Boomer? I think there was 5 quarterbacks taken within the first 2 rounds. The other guy is just, I think he washes cars down the street for me. Jim Kelly down the other way just had his golf tournament yesterday. Or was it Friday? I passed the golf course and it had the big 12 Jim Kelly Invitational. But anyway,
Sounds
that
slightly
class-
annoyed, Adam. You want to unpack that real quick? You not a big Jim Kelly fan here?
he's a jerk. So I'm 19. There's a place near me called Attica, New York, which has the famous Attica prison. Shout out to the Pops. He worked there for years. You know, the one episode of, what was it? Crap. Was it Will Smith? In
I
Fresh
have no
Prince?
idea where you're going
Yeah.
with it.
Will Smith, Fresh Prince, he locked himself in college inside of the teacher's room because he was like on strike and he kept chanting Attica, Attica. Anyway, long story short, I'm out there, fake ID, I'm 19, I'm drinking at a bar. All of a sudden, Jim Kelly walks in. I was like, oh shit, you're Jim Kelly. He goes, $200. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, for an autograph. I was just like excited that you walked into a bar in Attica.
Wow.
I'm playing pool, drinking underage, allegedly. And I was like, no, thank you. He goes, all right, 150 then. And he was half in the bag. So his wife is from that small town, which is right near me. And I guess that's why he was in that crappy little bar. But yeah, that was my interaction with Jim Kelly, and he sucks.
He
That was a lovely
sucks.
story.
Yeah.
You got Todd Blackledge that was in that.
Yeah, that's the one who's probably washing cars right now.
Yeah, then you also have Ken O'Brien, Dan Marino, Tony Eason.
Not
I
gonna
asked
lie,
AI.
I don't know enough those names.
Well, you know John
Long
Elway,
before you.
I
you
know
Dan
the big
Marino,
name. Yeah.
you know Jim Kelly, all Hall of Famers.
Well, I know
Eric
that.
Dickerson.
But the thing with Kelly is he opted out and
Dickerson
went to
was
the
in your class?
UFL
Mhm.
for, I think, 2 years until they folded in 85, and then his rights reverted back to the Bills. So he wasn't happy to go to Buffalo.
Okay. Switching back to cards here.
Yes, go for
As
it.
much as I love the Jim Kelly talk.
Screw that guy.
So what quarterback from last year's class then, of the 6, since we were talking about how great we think this can be, and you're not allowed to say your team's quarterback, aka just you, Adam, or me, Bo Nix, what card price do you think will stay the same, and who's going to be the highest, who's going to be the lowest, essentially? And we'll just start with Will. I don't know how y'all just set up. Mine goes
Yeah,
Will,
go with
Kenzie,
Will and
Adam,
go around the room.
John.
Will, Kenzie, Jacob, John, me. How about that?
Okay, sounds good.
What is it we're doing? High, low of who? Of our team?
Of
Last
the
year's
6
draft class.
quarterbacks. So you have Penix, you have Bo Nix, you have JJ, you have Jaden, and you have Caleb Williams.
Yeah,
Who am I missing?
last year's QBs.
I think the highest is going to definitely be Jade.
The 6 would have been Blake Griffin down in New Orleans.
Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, he looks like Blake Griffin, but smaller.
That is weird.
Yeah, look at the picture.
Was it only 5 quarterbacks? Yeah, okay, it might have been 4.
It was the 5 in the first round, but then
Yeah.
you got Blake Griffin rounding it out.
So
But-
I think that Jaden's definitely going to be the most expensive, because I honestly think he was the best quarterback to come out of the whole class. Second, I'm not going to really go. I guess I could.
No, you don't got to do the list. You could just say who's going to like be the highest
Okay.
value at the end of the season and who's going to be the lowest value.
Jaden, I think, is still going to stay high. I don't think he's going to have a sophomore slump. I think
Okay.
he's going to just continue on. I don't care what's going on with Terry McLaurin, because I think he's that good that he can utilize pretty much anyone. And then the lowest, I think, at the end of the season is definitely going to be Caleb. I have no faith in Caleb. I've said that before he was drafted. I said that Jaden Daniels should have went first overall, period. But I understand, obviously, what happened. I don't think that Caleb is a good quarterback whatsoever. I definitely wouldn't. I would want Dak Prescott over him. That's how I compare everybody. That's speaking a lot. So, yeah, I would go Caleb lowest, Jaden highest, and I would do
Okay.
Michael Penix like right in the middle. I can say that.
Okay.
I have a couple of his cards.
There you go. Kenneth.
Kenneth. Well, Daniels is going to be the highest.
Yeah.
I think the lowest will be Williams, but I think there is a chance it could be Penix if he completely is terrible, which I think there is a slight chance that could happen. So
You think he's going to slump? Really?
I think there is a chance. I really do.
I think he has everything he needs there. I don't care what anybody says about Pitts. Pitts is going to go. He's going to have a better year. I wouldn't sit here and say draft him, high in your drafts. But I think that with Bijan, Drake London, Pitts, I think Penix is going to do all right this year.
Okay, that is true, but I do think there's also a chance that, no offense, Adam, I don't take this personally, that JJ could, flop terribly.
It's 100% a possibility. We haven't seen him on the field.
Yeah.
Like that is a real thing, that sometimes quarterbacks just don't pan out, even regardless. I mean, I'm a Florida State fan, card carrying member. I love the Vikings. Christian Ponder sucked. We drafted him in the first round, and I was upset. I love Florida State, and I love the Vikings, and Christian Ponder sucks. And I was not happy that they drafted him. It does happen.
Mhm.
Let's just hope it doesn't happen twice.
I do think it's going to be Caleb, though. But
Okay, fair enough.
Sorry, King.
Jacoby.
Me, I think, honestly, the highest selling card for the prices right now will be Penix. And the reasoning is all the talent he has around him. And how he looked in those his 3 games, I think was just a taste of what is going to happen. I think with Bijan, with that offense, and the defense getting better, which is going to help tremendously, I think if he wins the division and he has a good season, his cards are going to go through the roof. And that's kind of why I've been buying the most out of anybody not named Bo Nix. And then my biggest sell is sadly going to be Jaden Daniels. I think he is going to be the biggest card value loss. I see a very easy path with just Cliff Kingsbury. Every year it seems defenses figure out his offense, especially later in the season.
But they have DQ.
Do what?
They have DQ though. Dan Quinn. He's smart.
Yes, and I'm not hating on it at all. But I'm just saying, for where his value is right now, it is CJ Stroud 2.0, and he just doesn't have the weapons. He's not going to have the weapons.
Especially when we don't know what's going on with Terry.
Well, he's got 820-pound Deebo Samuel. That guy can move some people out of the way so he can run it.
Fair enough. But to me, he has the ability to get injured this year. with his. I think he's going to have to run more. I think he's going to take it upon himself to try and win games more, and that's going to put him at risk to make tighter throws and to make hero ball plays that I don't think he was asked to do as a rookie. And so I could see his regression. I do see a sophomore slump. And I'm an LSU fan. I love Jaden Daniels to death. So, I mean, these are just my calls. Right or wrong, doesn't matter. But
Yep. I'm not going to discount any of those. The only thing I will say is that you think of running quarterbacks, Lamar, Josh Allen, those types, Jaden Daniels. Jaden always looks to pass until the very last second.
Mhm.
He does not want to run it. That's the only part I'll add to that, is that he is a guy who can run with those guys, but does not want to, which is why I love him.
oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm not knocking his talent at all.
No,
I'm just
yeah.
saying with the situation, I take in the grand scheme of things, and this is just me trying to give my opinions on cards and their value, me trying to predict future things.
Yep.
Like for this show, that's all this is. And so just giving my opinions with a little bit of my thought process.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't think you're far off. I mean, you have valid points.
I didn't disagree with anything other than I don't know if he's going to just run it as much. I think he's smart enough to throw it out of bounds right before he goes over the line if there's guys there. Just, I don't know. I think he's smarter than the average running quarterback like Mike Vick.
I get it. I do get it.
So who's
Jonathan?
your highest and lowest?
Oh,
Um,
sorry.
What's that?
No, Adam, what's your highest and lowest?
We're going with Jonathan.
Okay,
it was
we're going with
Johnny Boy.
Jonathan.
I'm going last.
I'm on the Daniels bandwagon as far as highest still.
Yeah,
I do
your
see where
boy.
Jacob's coming with Penix. I think it's between McCarthy and Williams, only because McCarthy's got all the hype right now. And if he gets hurt or something, his cards could fall. You're already seeing Williams' cards value fall based on videos in preseason that he's had. The dark horse I think that's out there is Drake May. I think a second year.
Oh,
They're talking-
I forgot.
That was
about
the
Drake.
6th. Yeah.
Forgot about him.
They're
I can't
talking
believe I
about
forgot
him
my
running-
boy.
They're talking about him running more. I think if he
Oof.
comes out and starts winning more games, you
Forgot
can see
about
his
that.
prices jump quite a bit.
And he's got Vrabel.
Can I change
Yeah.
my pick?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
totally forgot about my boy Drake May. Yeah, no, I think he's going
he
to
could be
have
number
a year.
2. Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how he does and how his value. So I would potentially be buying low on Drake May too.
All right.
I like it.
So I didn't forget about Drake May. I have
Just didn't
him.
pick up.
I have him, Penix, and Caleb at the bottom. So Drake May has Stephon Diggs, who had an injury, who has an injury history, and is a pain in the
What's up, Freedom?
royal butt. He alienates every locker room he's in, and that is not good for a young quarterback to have to stick up for your number one receiver. Name a receiver outside of Diggs on that team. Kendrick
Fair
Bourne,
enough.
he might not be there. All these other guys might not be there when they get to the
Trump
cuts.
Booty.
Yeah, he's got nobody.
Polk?
Yeah, they called me yesterday and asked me if I want to try out for wide receiver at 5'6". That's how much they're hurting. So with zero help on the outside and a bunch of fullbacks in the backfield, I don't see that offense being good at all. Penix
Fair enough.
hasn't been healthy in forever. He played one good college season healthy. Other than that, shoulders, knees, arms, legs, taints, everything was hurt on him throughout his entire college career except for his last one. And he had, the COVID 7th year, 12th year stretch so he could get that 1 year in with Washington. So that's where I'm at with him. Show me you're not AR. AR's got all the arm talent in the world. the dude gets hit and he goes and lays on the bench for 4 days. They have to bring him out a tent and a freaking campfire to make sure he survives. And then you got Caleb. That guy can't hit the broadside of a barn 5 yards away. And then to scream and walk off the field. I watched the games. Look up his biggest sack highlight. The Vikings destroyed him with a bad defensive line. Now you're adding Allen. You're adding 3 nasty guys to that defensive tackle rotation. He might die week 1. He might not survive it. He's going to go up into the stands and cry to his mom, just like USC versus Washington. It'll be on camera. So for my tops, as far as percentage change, Bo Nix is at the top. Reason being, look at past Super Bowl losers. What do they do the next year? Not so good. Chiefs just lost the Super Bowl. Who else is going to contend in that division? I don't trust the Raiders at all. Not whatsoever. Their quarterback is a failed experiment. Seattle saw it and got rid of him. And then they went and got another failed experiment who wilted under pressure in the last 3 weeks of the season, including the playoffs. So they're going to make the same mistake. They have Brock Bowers for the Raiders and a good running back now. But what else? Max Crosby, cool tattoos guy. You're not going to change the game. The Raiders are going to suck. The Broncos are going to win the division. Bo Nix is what, 26, 27?
He's 25. Chill out.
Well, I knew he was older. The guy is more mature than
Jaden Daniels is the same age.
Jaden's not, is he?
Yeah.
I thought Jaden was 2 years younger.
Nope.
I thought Penix was the same age. I think Jaden only had 3 years of college, right?
I will give you the exact ages of the boys.
Yes, please.
Look it up right now.
'Cause I thought Penix and
He's
Bo Nix were
24.
the same age.
Jaden Daniels is 24.
Jaden is?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought he was younger. JJ McCarthy is only 22, so that's neat.
He looks like it.
But I got Bo Nix at the top.
Yeah.
He does. His cards, I love micro mosaics, and his face makes me want to punch him. But I love it.
He does have a
He's
very
got-
punchable face.
He's got a punchable face.
He really does.
He really,
Not more
really
than
does. And I
Sirianni.
will show it here in a second.
Of course you will.
But I got Bo Nix at the top. I don't see the Jaden regression as far as lack of stats, because all he had was Scary Terry last year. Terry's going to be there. He's a receiver. He's a really, really nice number 1 receiver, maybe in the 12 to 8 range. He's not top 5 for number 1s. Hopefully he sees that, comes back, and gets promised, we'll work you out next year. Maybe they promise him a franchise tag if it doesn't work out, something like that. And then he's still got Debo to block for Terry on the outside. He's going to take up 4 defensive backs because he's large. He is huge, like fat. Like I've seen him run. I don't see the Manders taking a step back from a talent standpoint. They lost a little bit on defense. They got a little younger on defense, but I still think that he can do the same thing. The biggest wild card is McCarthy. He's either going to boom or bust with that team. He's got a great team around him. He's got a great offensive line, a great defense, skilled position players. It is entirely up to him whether he survives or not. So I'm taking him right out of the conversation. But I've got Bo Nix, then Jaden, and then at the bottom I got the other 3 for the reasons I said. I don't trust the teams around him. I don't trust injury history with Penix. And Caleb paints his fingernails.
Okay, fair enough.
I definitely wouldn't doubt Bo Nix either.
I just see a change
Scares me.
coming in that division. Dynasties fall. They do. The Chiefs have had it, and I'm not a Chiefs hater. Like I think the players are not. Mahomes is fantastic. He's amazing. Andy Reid is a legendary coach. You've got guys all over the field, but I think Travis Kelce lost a step last year.
Oh,
He
yeah.
starts
With Taylor Swift.
changing his hair and shaving his beard and wearing Axe body spray or whatever he does, and he's on the cover of magazines now. He's not there with
GQ.
Mahomes putting in the extra hours like he was for years.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fun little bonus question here, just because
It's huge.
Jay. Excuse me.
I don't think he thought about that. I think he just look. He has to come off a camera. He did. I think he just, you just spit something out. That was Adam.
When you let the intrusive thoughts win, there, Adam.
Oh my
Um,
God.
Sorry, everybody.
So go ahead, continue.
I was gonna ask about Jalen Milroe, but I guess it's huge. So just his value in cards, I think has potential to actually be the highest. Now that I think about it, because you brought up Sam Darnold going to the Seahawks, and that's what kind of made me think about it and how he is not going to succeed there. And so with the rushing upside and big playability, I think Jalen Milroe has a chance to actually be the highest card value.
I don't hate that at all. Darnold survived, kind of a weak interior offensive line of the Vikings. The Seahawks' offensive line is not good at all.
Mm-mm.
And
Nope.
they don't have a wide receiver, I don't think, on the roster, do they? I checked their 53-man. I think Tyler
Like
Lockett was.
and Torrey Thornton.
Yeah,
And some old ass guy named Cooper Kupp, but
yeah. Lockett is or not Lockett. JSN is a what is he type of receiver at this point, right? Because he hasn't been bad. He hasn't been great. He's been.
I don't think it's that. I think he was third on the depth chart. I think he's every bit of what Addison would be.
As the number one.
Yeah.
That taking the step up to a number one, though, is a huge undertaking. How can he handle, press coverage with a safety over the top when defenses really challenge him, that sort of thing. So I think it is a huge question mark. Kupp's going to have, if he stays healthy, 700 yards, a couple of touchdowns. He's going to be consistent. He's going to be that vet. I don't see an issue with him, but I see Darnold having a very big problem not having two receivers that get consistently open all the time, which is what he had. His throws weren't great half the time. He looks like a Cowboys quarterback. Dirt throws and then way over the head. Whether it's starter or backup, just same thing. Why didn't Dallas trade for him? He fits right in with the mold.
I 1000% wish I could have sat and watched the game with Will. Honestly, I just wish I was a fly on that wall.
Milton, you talking about?
Yeah, we've been saying it right along. Since you were excited for the trade, we've been trying to temper expectations. He is a practice hero. He has zero accuracy.
I was like a bunch of the guys, Steven and Drew and all the Cowboys fans that I talked to on the regular, we were all like, oh my God. Like, this guy sucks. How he's in the NFL is beyond me. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm 5'5", 5'6" on a good day. I know I wasn't going to the NFL, but because he could throw a ball 90 yards, like he can't step back. He has no idea what's going on. He has no idea who's going where. It was horrible. I don't.
Wait, are we
I
talking
hope Dak
still
never
about
gets hurt.
Milton or Dak?
Milton.
Oh,
Dak
okay.
is not a bad quarterback.
I was just
Dak
confused.
Prescott is a good quarterback, and I hate that I have to say that. Okay,
I
just
was
so you know,
joking.
I hate that I have to say that.
I was joking. He is top 18.
Wasn't he
What-
almost in the MVP race a few years ago?
Dak is a
He did
top 12
last year or
quarterback
2 years ago.
when healthy.
Oh,
You know, Dak won
2023.
me fantasy football, so I have nothing
We're
against
not
that
talking
guy.
fantasy.
He's
I
a
know,
great
I'm
fantasy
saying.
quarterback too. When he's
I'm just
healthy.
Well,
saying.
Jacob, that's why I said 18, because you can't count on his health. He's missed too many games over the last few years to count on him consistently. But when healthy, I'd slide him into that 10 spot.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's gritty. He will hold in there and make those throws that get him hurt, but he's not there every week. So, boo
He's got
Dallas.
weapons too. He has
Well, he's
a lot
got
of weapons.
CD, wide receiver 12, and then
One.
that guy who flamed out in Pittsburgh because he's too angry at everything.
Pickens.
And then that tight end from that terrible college.
Hey, now.
And now, how do I
I
piss
think
off
the Cowboys have a good year.
Kenzie?
What?
I'm trying to think of how to make you mad too in this same conversation. I got your dad, and I got
Sam
Will.
Laporta.
Yeah,
Sam
you can't-
Laporta's not going to have a good year.
Sucks.
Hey, whoa. We're talking about the Lions.
I know. I'm just kidding. I was just
I'm
trying to
a-
make
I'm a
everybody angry at the same
Laporta
time.
supporter. I'm a Laporta supporter. Don't worry.
I think he's way better than he was last year.
You know who else sucks? Which we knew already, but just proved. Hendon Hooker.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that poor guy.
Oh, speaking of 48-year-olds that are in their second year, Jiminy Crickets, that guy is terrible.
Hey, wasn't there a quarterback that came out of Florida State that was like 48?
Yeah, Chris Winkie.
Yeah.
I think he was a fifth-year senior. But that was back in the day when guys left after their 3 years out of high school. And I think he was a fifth or sixth-year senior. He got the medical red shirt. So I think he was a 6-year senior. But he runs the IMG Academy now, and they are dominant in high school football. Sucked as a quarterback, though. I mean, it's a lot easier when you're playing against 17 and 18-year-old kids and you're 24. Onyx. Finally got Jacob, too.
He's probably frozen.
Yeah.
No, he's playing poker.
25. Wow,
Nah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he's up
taking
$17,000 in poker right now, and we're just distracting him.
Not at all. Taking a poker
Oh,
sabbatical.
here we go.
Speaking
How
of
much stock?
cards,
Oh, boy.
Jacob had this one sent to me today.
Yeah,
Oh.
buddy.
Yeah.
She
It was
pretty.
It was only fair.
It's just,
I gotta find something to repay Adam for. Oh, where is it? This?
yeah,
Oh, is that
I don't.
the ARSB?
You don't
Sun
want
God. And then you talk about Grail cards.
Yeah.
That is
And-
the real card right there.
And
Yeah,
because
it
this is a card talk, I want to point this out. People have asked me a million times. It does say authentic autograph right here, right where my finger is. I know you can't see it. I'm not going to turn all the lights on and everything. It says it right there. 99% of his rookie autograph cards in this specific are in-person autographs. Who knows if they're real or not, given that news of the guy who unalived himself with all that stuff. I think I said it right, Kenzie? Unalived?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have to check my younger correspondent here. But look for the authentic autograph, and then I believe these are out of 150. They're not numbered in this specific Pacific 2000 variety. It's in the Beckett guide. That it's out of either 150 or 250 or 199, 299. I can't remember the exact, but it's not on card. They didn't print it on these ones because he was a 6th-round rookie. But yeah, look for that little authentic autograph thing.
Ready.
Fair enough.
The more you know.
How much did you pay for that, Adam? Or did you, by some chance,
$60.
You're lying.
No, 100%. So I bought that and a Randy Moss second-year autograph at a small flea market behind my house in a volunteer fire department shed thing. The guy did all baseball, had no idea about football. I offered him 150, and he said no. Take it for 90, and I said I will give you 150 for both of them. And this was 15 years ago. So he was already winning Super Bowls at that point because my oldest was 1. And he's like, no, 90 for the pair. It was 60 and 30.
What a guy.
Wow.
He just wanted to get rid of them. He only did baseball. He was an old timer and just did not care about football. So yeah, been in the collection ever since.
Talk about getting lucky.
Yep. Cards find me sometimes.
Well, that's about it for this evening. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. King, we appreciate you.
Yep.
Frito, thanks for stopping by. Adam, we appreciate your terrible cut job on your shirt.
I did it 2 seconds before we got on here. I
Looks like you got
remembered.
into a fight with it.
I just cut with scissors and I had to keep cutting. But how about next week we show off? Everyone's sick of seeing my cards. They're always on screen when I'm doing breaks and stuff. Let's see the rest of your guys' cards next time. Whether it's next week or the week after, let's see some of your PC. I want to see it. I'm interested. Except for hockey and baseball and basketball and soccer and all that. Otherwise, football, I'll look. That thing's gross.
You didn't even ship that yet, Will? We just sent you your Bedard.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing long sleeves in a football game? That's stupid.
Yeah. Because I have all of these, I still got to send you, so now I got to rebox it.
No,
Jacob's got a nice max material.
Yeah, yours are in there too.
Oh, okay.
It's a lot of cards coming to you. All right. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Break 40.
Hey,
AZ
like and
is open.
subscribe.
Like and
Yeah.
subscribe. Yes, always.
I'll
But
be less formal next time.
we got break 40. Big one.
I'm flipping you all off. You just can't see it for the YouTube.